Okay, today we have another discussion about the inconsistent performance from Facebook ads. It's on Reddit from this guy, Eric Jeremy. Sounds very familiar to me, Eric Jeremy. Um, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to find this guy. Anyway, so this guy says that in 2024, I've noticed a clear pattern of instability with Facebook ads. After running hundreds of creative tests each month across more than 10 different brands, it's become evident that the platform just isn't delivering consistent results like it used to. It feels like no matter how on point the ad is in terms of messaging, target audience, problem solving, and even viral creative element, Facebook seems to offer minimal returns most of the time. Break even is often the best case scenario, with the occasional good day where the campaign is profitable. He also goes and says, it's almost as if Facebook goal is to retain as many advertisers as possible by giving out just enough results to keep everyone hanging on. There doesn't seem to be any real competition for placement or bidding anymore. Regardless of how hard you push on creative, you get the same average return, almost like a communist approach to ad distribution. This conclusion comes after an exhausting year of endless testing and attending to review strategies that have worked successfully for us for over the past 7 years. For established brands that are at least 5 years old, not dropshipping, we used to see a good ROAS of 3 to 4 plus consistently. Meanwhile, platforms like Google, TikTok, YouTube, and influencer marketing remain steady. Would love to hear your thoughts. Is anyone seeing the same trend with Facebook ads? Okay, and I'm just gonna read you some of the comments. Since 2018, I have been the manager of an agency working with advertising activities. I have never had such an unproductive year before. Meta is completely dead. Conversion rates are very low. Audiences are problematic. Ad sets are problematic. Ads manager is problematic. Even if ads are returned at very low cost, they are inefficient and there is no quality audience. So this guy believes there is no quality audience. People just went somewhere else. However, I don't think that's the case because social media is very addictive. You cannot leave Instagram. Go tell any girl to leave Instagram. She's gonna get depressed. My wife the other day told me, let's go on a digital diet. And I was like, okay. And within like 11 seconds, I've deleted my Instagram. And she just couldn't do it. She couldn't do it because social media was addictive. If somebody tells me you can't go on YouTube, I'll be like very, very sad. I use Facebook Messenger to communicate with my friends. So social media is something that um, is here to stay. People are definitely on the social media. They're spending time on social media. So the problem here, there could be like a lot of problems. The problem could be in the Facebook ads algorithm. It could be in the competition. Right, the competition is increasing. Shane, Temu, Amazon, those big brands, those big, huge e-commerce brands are taking the market share. So, what is the solution here? What will be the solution? If you're not drop shipping, I think the answer is in branding, like branding. Seeing yourself not as an e commerce business, but thinking about long term branding and just communicating your business much better because it's a lot about testing creatives. I agree. It's a lot about testing messaging, but what is the unique angles of your business? Why people should really spend money with you? Yeah, those are the questions that a lot of people don't think about. They're just like pushing creatives, trying to get things viral. So there is also a lot of strategy that goes into making people buy stuff from the internet on the long term, right? If you have I don't say any brand will be successful, right? Some brands will fail no matter how hard they try. This is just the reality. Not every product, just because a product worked 3 years ago, doesn't mean it's gonna work today. I had a client and I was running cats for him for maybe like 2 or 3 years. We were delivering amazing return on ad spend. It was a niche product, but this niche product died. So we needed to come up with a different niche product. However, we still haven't done it. And this leaves me to the point that people who are here to stay, people here who are here to build a brand on the long run will win from this situation, right? Because you said that Facebook ads are not working, but this guy also said that um, he's getting like a lot of good data from good um, results from platforms such as Google, YouTube, influencer marketing. Yeah. So this guy says you keep labeling Meta's advertising ads manager results current meta test companies, but that's not an accurate label. It actually fits perfectly with a behaviors conditioning pattern seen in gambling. Meta seems to award us with just enough sales to try to keep us coming back, but not too many that the well runs dry. Right? So just by reading the comments, a lot of people are complaining. I don't I won't say that every day on Meta is perfect. I have days where my return on ad spend drops. I have days where, let's say, I cannot book calls for my clients. I have days where I cannot book calls for myself. But overall, the last few months were decent. I don't say they were the best. I remember back in 2019, I was crushing it. I was crushing it, right? There is also the economy is bad. There are like also a lot of excuses, but I think this opens like a lot of opportunity as well because what's happening right now, a lot of people are seeing bad results, so they're decreasing the budget. So, however, if you think about it, people are on Facebook, people are on Instagram, people are on WhatsApp messengers, people are talking via, let's say, all the Meta products. We saw that Mark Zuckerberg is taking the company into like AR glasses or VR glasses. I'm not sure how they're called. And yeah, some people are struggling. And this guy says, I agree. I call it the meta casino. It definitely, running ads definitely gives you the idea, like the feeling, the experience of going into a casino, right? A guy, like, I don't need to like gamble because I do Facebook ads all day long. So this is the reality. This guy says, also another thing I want to mention, I want to sneak into the conversation. This subreddit grew a lot. When I joined this subreddit like a year ago, I think it was at 74k subs. When it's now it's like 104k subs. So maybe there is something that we need to just figure out here. We need to figure out, right? This guy says if you look at this sub overall, you'll see a lot of threads just like this, but you also still see people killing it. You just have to evolve with the fact that the matter that their algos are changing for sure for the worse. I have some accounts that are doing better than they've ever done, and some that are experiencing what to describe. You just have to adapt. I opened IG this morning and I got 5 ads in a row on in my feed. After seeing one post from someone I'm subscribed to, I saw 2-3 ads before being shown another normal post. I have never seen that before. Normally, I'd get one ad for every 5 to 10 posts or so. I think back before every sixth or every seventh post was an ad, but right now, let's say there are a lot more advertisers. I assume they need to show these posts more frequently. So it makes a lot of sense. This guy has another theory. I think it's not the system, it's average quality of ads on Facebook. We stopped running except retargeting awareness because there is a lot of scam ads on Google and people doesn't seem like to trust the ad on Facebook. This is something else I heard. So my brother runs an e-commerce store, and people who buy from this store are 45, 50 plus. It seems like younger people just don't trust shopping online. And I've seen this in different ad accounts as well. Just go talk to people and you will understand. When I talk to customers, a lot of the scared to order through a Facebook. It's a good way to get engagement, but for shopping, it's terrible because of scammers. Here, I disagree. It's great for shopping as well. But there is, again, the idea that people don't trust Facebook that much. However, another point I would like to make here is that right now people become very virtually savvy. They know how to shop online. They have iPhones, they have Android phones, they have Apple Pay, Google Pay. So once you have Apple Pay and Google Pay, you feel protected, right? If you get scammed, you can call the bank. They'll do a lot of things about like stopping the payment, so you're gonna get your money. So I don't think a lot of people. I don't think that's a huge issue, but I think a lot of people won't spend money on Facebook ad. Okay, the next thing. I think a big reason could be the increased spend on election campaigns in the USA, hoping this gets better after November. These elections, I don't want to jinx it or something, but things are very, very low. Last elections, we were getting results when Trump was competing against Hillary. The big problem there was so many rejected ad accounts. It was insane. It was insane. This year, I haven't seen any rejected accounts. I see on Reddit that a lot of people complain about rejected accounts. However, in general, uh, maybe getting closer to the elections, this will be a phenomenon that we'll see. Hopefully not. Hopefully, Facebook learned from their mistakes. So let's see how this will go. This guy says, really hope this is a temporary thing. I just started using Facebook advertising. In September, pretty much all my accounts have tanked, having already had a worse year than 2023. It's insane. We've heard from so many media buyers that they have struggled a ton on Facebook as this year. This is official ClickBank. I'm not sure if it's actually the official ClickBank. So I really don't know. Could it be the election? I'm not sure, because if you run ads outside, for example, my mom, they run an e-commerce brand, and I see that their results are also not very, very consistent. So this is the reality. I'm not sure if it is Facebook ads. I'm not sure if it is like anything regarding to the election. There could be so many factors, or there could be like a combination of factors. So just focusing on the problem won't solve the problem. So what you can do as a business owners, right? I think the number one thing you could focus on would be to figure out how to come up with a much better offers. I know a lot of you are in the e-commerce, so maybe you can do bundles, you can do buy one get one free. You can add a digital product to your e-commerce, or if you're doing, let's say, online courses in information marketing, information info business, there is a lot you can do. Pretty much the possibilities are endless. New offers, positioning the new offers in a different way, selling more products. There are so many things you could do, right? So at the very end of the day, I'm just gonna draw it in. So let's say it's just gonna be very simple, and it's gonna make total sense for all of you. Like, the advertising cost is going up, and it is always gonna go up, and it is always gonna go up. It's gonna become more and more expensive. This is just the trend that I've been seeing since I run my first ad in 2017. This won't change. Of course, there might be like a moment in future where we're gonna see a drop, but overall the cost will go up, right? So the CPM is something that the cost per thousand impression will go up. You don't have a control of how many people enter Facebook ads. You don't have control of how many people are running ads today. You don't have control if there is the election or not the election, right? What you control is your average order value, AOV, right? For example, the CPM will go up. Let's say the cost per purchase used to be 20 per purchase. Now it's 40. So what you can do, you can boost your AOV, let's say from 40 to 80, right? I don't say it's easy. It's difficult. So another thing I saw happening, right? Another thing saw happening, the CPM start increasing. The CPM start increasing. Let's say back in 2020, you could have a $200 product. You can run ads to this product and you would totally crush it, right? You'd get a cost per purchase of like, let's say 40 to 70. I'm talking about online courses here. You still make a lot of profit. You'd still make great return on ad spend. But right now, if you run ads to like a $200 profit product, you're just breaking even. So you need a high ticket product. That's why we see a lot of people transitioning to the high ticket model, right? For e-commerce, you can always set a high ticket product. The way I would do it, I would have my usual setup. I would run ads, Facebook ads to my e-commerce store, right? I would run the ads here. So once people buy, I would add them to an email sequence. So this is an email sequence. And with this email sequence, I would try to sell them like different products. Back in the day, making money, let's say with e-commerce and online course, whatever, was like maybe like 80% driving traffic and Facebook ads, right? With Facebook ads, you could make a decent profit. Today, I would say Facebook ads won't be enough. So I'd say 40% Facebook ads, and I would say 40% email marketing or other ways to increase the AOV. And if you're in this for the long money, I would put 20% on like building a brand. What do I mean by building a brand? This could be content marketing. For example, I'm doing this video in order for me to build a brand. I'm building a personal brand. I'm publishing videos on YouTube. Some of you watch the videos, and some of you get to know me. So the next time I run a campaign, you'll be like, oh, I know this guy. I'm going to buy. I trust this guy. This guy is the most smart, the most handsome guy on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So this is the whole idea behind it. Like, if I have to leave this video, right? If I have to conclude this video or some of this video, right? Facebook ads might stop working, right? But there are like very different platforms you could use. If you have a very good marketing, if you have a very decent AOV, you can go on Twitter and make a killing, right? You can go on TikTok and make a killing. You can always use the good old Google ads and make a killing. This is the reality, guys. This is the reality. Like, think long term, invest in your marketing skills. Thank you for watching. I don't care if you subscribe or not.